All right, welcome back to the Sooner Surge. This is softball edition. And before we get started, make sure and hit that subscribe button. Click to subscribe. Join this channel, please. We appreciate all the subscribers and all the viewers and all the comments, guys. Just keep them coming. Had our first live the other night for OU softball and loved that interaction with the viewers there. So, yeah, go ahead and hit subscribe and join up. And this video today is about Loves Field because as you saw today, the new capacity came out for Loves Field, and it is now going to seat around 4,200. So that's a lot more than what they originally thought. I believe it was around 3,000 or a little bit more. Now they're saying 4,200. 657 of those seats will be standing room only, which that'll be interesting to see where they put that and how that works. But, man, this is great news, and I would love for you to comment on this video and say, are you buying season tickets? Are you going to be one of the ones that gets season tickets? Do you have season tickets? And just how excited are you for Loves Field? Also, Joe C. today said that Loves Field is on schedule, and that's great news. Man, it is going to be here before you know it, softball season, and this stadium is just putting them on a new level. I mean, they are the top of softball. They always are. They're 3-time defending national championships, going to get a 4th, I believe. And now you add this stadium into the mix. It's going to be rocking. I can just imagine just everything about this stadium, how it's going to look. Obviously, you got Jason Fairs that does the turf there, the grass there at the stadium. Also does, the Palace on the Prairie. And as you can see, that one's always looking pristine. And the softball field will as well. But, man, were you surprised today to hear that it's 4,200? I was. I mean, I kind of had in my mind that it was going to maybe get to 3,500. I was kind of shocked to see it get to 4,200. That's a great amount of seating capacity for games. And I do believe that OU's they're going to sell a ton of tickets, and a lot of games are going to be sold out. I mean, I just think the fan base, you guys are the fan base, and you just continue to move the needle with OU softball. You want to hear about it all the time, and that's called a great fan base. And I don't think it. Yes, OU softball. Yes, it has something to do with because they keep winning, right? And they've won 3 national championships, but that's not just it. The fan base with OU women's softball is just second to none, and it's a fan base that you talk about OU football. Yes, it's a monster. OU softball is right there with it, and it is going to be so much fun to watch games this year at Loves Field. I can't believe I'm saying it this year at Loves Field. It's here. But, yeah, you got fall ball starting this week, guys, October 4th, Wednesday night. You got the first fall ball matchup. That's going to be exciting. Obviously, you saw Patty Gasso the other day talking about going and get your tickets. You need to go get them $15 a piece. Get them now while they're out there. That's going to be, like she said, that's some of the best matchups you'll see all year. Bar none. You look at those matchups with the inter-squad games or the battle series they are elite. You're getting some great competition. You're going to get pitching matchups. Just think about this, guys. Think about this pitching matchup for the battle series. Nicole May versus Kelly Maxwell. S.J. Guerin versus maybe Kirsten Deal or whatever. And then you got Peyton Monticelli. You got Carly Keeney. There's so many different matchups that it's going to be exciting. And it's going to be so fun to watch. So, yes, go get your tickets. Super excited about it. As we already talked about last week, the Marionetta Classic came out. That is another thing that we're excited about. Yeah, we didn't get the Nebraska matchup that we were all hoping for. But still, it's another, there's some Power 5 schools in there. Obviously, would have liked to have seen some more tougher competition for OU in that. But, hey, it's still some Power 5 schools, and it's going to be a great atmosphere there. And then, I'm going to close this video with the Kenny Gajewski comments. Obviously, we all know what he said way back when Kelly Maxwell transferred. It's kind of like the Lincoln Riley thing for football, right? Lincoln Riley, everybody says you need to let it die. You need to let it die. Just don't bring it up. But then he kind of brings stuff up, right? He'll bring he had an interview that came up a few weeks ago, Lincoln Riley did, or whatever it may be, or he does you see something with OU quarterbacks that he used to coach instead of USC quarterback. There's stuff that comes up, and it brings it back up. And this Kenny Gajewski thing this week kind of got brought back up again, and I just think it's almost like a little bit of backtrack from Kenny, and I think Kenny Gajewski is a really good coach. Personally, I do. I think what he's done at OSU, guys, is really good. I mean, he's a great coach. And I understand that he was probably a little hurt when Kelly Maxwell decided to leave. I understand that. But you still can't make the comments that he made. And he made him. And now I think when he made him, you got to that's what he said and move on. And I think that's what needed to happen. I don't think bringing it back up now is really going to do anything except cause more of an uproar than there already was, and just cause. I mean, let's just face it: the OU faithful is going to come up to bat and come up to kind of fight with those comments. So I do think Kenny probably he thinks about those comments, and maybe on the video he did the other day, it was almost like backtracking, but he also was kind of thinking that, hey, shouldn't have said that probably, but he did. All right. And the fact of the matter is it's over with. All right. It's over with. He said what he said. Kelly Maxwell transferred to OU. It's over. She's a Sooner now. All right. And when OU plays OSU this year, I would think pretty highly that Kelly Maxwell will be starting the first game OU plays OSU. I don't know. I mean, we'll see if Patty does that, but I think that'd be what I would do. And I'd say, hey, let's go get him. Kelly Maxwell, she knows the batters. She's a great pitcher, as is. And I think that's what everybody would want to see anyway. So I would love to see that the first matchup. With that being said, OSU in softball has been a really good program the last few years. And I think Kenny Gajewski, I think they're still going to be a good program. I mean, you got OU, OSU, and Texas basically carrying the Big 12 there. And this is OU's last year, and then OSU and Texas last year. So Kenny's got a chance there, buddy, to really be the program of the Big 12 in softball. So we'll see, but don't bring it up again, Kenny. We're all done talking about it. I am. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Kelly Maxwell's a Sooner, and I'm so happy to have her, and I'm sure all the viewers are happy that she's a Sooner. But yeah, so that kind of wraps up the recap basically of the week, but I really wanted to get on here and talk about Loves Field and how excited I am about the capacity change and up to 4,200 people every game. Let's sell that thing out. Let's sell that baby out. Let's go watch the Sooners dominate. So, hey, appreciate you guys so much for subscribing. We're going to be doing another live this week. So the ones that missed it, make sure you join in on this next live this week. We'll be talking softball quite a bit as the Battle Series picks up. So, thanks again, guys, for subscribing. Y'all have a good weekend. Boomer.